Tip 1. If you want to be motivated, you have to understand that you're not motivated. Let me explain. Your brain is lazy. It will do whatever is easiest. So you have to stop wishfully thinking that you'll become productive even though your desk is a mess, your notifications are on, your revision books are thrown across your room. This is the 20-second rule, and the premise is simple. Positive habits should take 20 seconds or less to start, while negative ones should require more effort and time, which forces yourself to be motivated, because being motivated is the easiest option. Let's think about the practical application of this. Say you want to be motivated to study physics. You should put your physics folder on your desk so your brain is reminded of your goals when you step inside your room. You should create a file on your phone of physics flashcards or notes and delete social media so that when you're bored, you're forced to study physics. You should also organise your stationery and resources so that when you study, you can simply sit down and begin. This removes the barrier to studying that is normally set up. And over time, studying becomes something that takes less effort to start, and you begin to become motivated because it doesn't have all these negative connotations of I have to get everything all set up, I have to do this and this before I can study. You can simply start, and your brain understands that it's not all that difficult. Tip 2. Have a clear plan. Not only is your brain incredibly lazy, but it also gets overwhelmed easily. We want to be motivated, but we never define what for. Just to study physics or maths or revise is too vague and overwhelms your brain, as it has no clear focus. This also makes it easier to be lazy, because we have to put in the effort of deciding what topic of physics we're studying, and how, and for how long, and isn't it just easier if we do it later? Having a plan is motivating, as it gives you small, realistic goals. And it also helps you to time block your study sessions in advance of tests, so that you can be less stressed out. There are tons of templates on Pinterest or online that you can print out, or you can just draw yourself a simple grid with timestamps and tasks. Otherwise, there are apps you can use like Notion if you like all your things digital, to make your schedule even better. Experiment to see if you work best in the mornings, evenings, and also allocate time where your motivation slumps, like the afternoon, for more frequent breaks. Include other activities like sports and clubs, but not too many things, which brings me to my next point. Tip 3. Find balance. Ultimately, if you're constantly unmotivated, maybe you're simply doing too much. As students, it's natural that we want to find time for everything. We want to build our relationships with our friends and family, we want to do sports and clubs, and we want to also be motivated for studying. But we don't have unlimited motivation, even though you can maximise what you do have with the tips that I've shared so far. But if you're constantly unmotivated, maybe it's time to take a step back from something. I saw this really cool analogy a while ago, which is that basically your motivation and your energy levels are kind of like a stove. So you have 4 hobs and you have a set amount of fuel. And if you try and burn the hob a bit brighter for studying, you don't then have enough fuel left over to burn the hob for sports as much. You don't have unlimited motivation. You don't have unlimited fuel for everything. And they can't always all be equally bright. You can't burn them all at the same time. So, if you're at a point in your life where you know that you need to prioritise studying, the hard truth is that maybe that means deprioritising something else to find motivation for studying. And maybe that's okay. you don't have to do everything. Turn down the hob on your sports, or maybe only meet up with your friends every other week. And you'll find that you have more time and that you also have more energy and more motivation. As students, we're human and we can't put 100% into everything all the time and expect perfect results. It's just about finding balance. Thank you for watching this video today, and I hope some of the tips have resonated with you and that you found them useful. I'll be sharing more tips in the future, so subscribe and comment below how you're going to implement the tips in this video so it doesn't just become another video that you've watched and not taken action on. Have an awesome day and try the hardest that you can.